If you're on the hunt for noise-canceling headphones and stumbled upon the Anker Soundcore Space Q45, you're probably wondering if they live up to the hype, especially at a price of $126.99. But here's what surprised me. While these headphones promise 98% noise reduction and a whopping 50 hours of playtime, I found there's a lot more beneath the surface worth discussing. You might think that at this price, the Soundcore Space Q45 is a no-brainer purchase, but hold on. There are some hidden cons and quirks you need to know before you hit that buy button. So should you really invest your money here, or are there better options out there? Let's dive deep and uncover the truth behind the Soundcore Space Q45's performance, comfort, and noise-canceling claims. Spoiler alert, it's not all smooth sailing, and you'll want to stick around for the final verdict because it might just surprise you. First off, who exactly are the Soundcore Space Q45 headphones for? If you're a frequent traveler, commuter, or even someone working from home craving some silence around noisy kids or barking dogs, these promise to give you a little slice of peace. They boast adaptive noise canceling that automatically adjusts to your environment, which sounds futuristic, but is it really effective? Plus, the advertised 50 hours of battery life on noise-canceling mode is undeniably tempting for those long trips. But here's the catch. Noise-canceling features can be hit or miss, and battery life claims often come with asterisks. Let me share a little story here. When I first got these headphones, I was genuinely excited. I imagined myself on a crowded flight, cocooned in silence, drifting away on a cloud of immersive sound. Instead, I got moments of peace punctuated by surprising lapses. The adaptive noise canceling does adjust levels automatically, but sometimes it felt inconsistent, like a friend who's a little too polite and can't say no, lowering the noise canceling in places I really needed it. And don't get me started on when a crying baby sneaked through the noise canceling barrier more than once. Noise canceling is not just a checkbox feature, it's a nuanced experience. Now about sound quality. Anker equipped the Space Q45 with 4D drivers featuring a double-layer diaphragm made from silk and ceramic materials. Fancy, right? This combination promises intense bass and crisp treble, and on paper, they support LDAC for high-res audio wireless streaming. That should appeal to audiophiles, but in practice, the sound is good but not spectacular. If you compare them to flagship models from Sony or Bose, the bass felt a little bloated at times, and the treble wasn't as clear or refined. Think of the sound like your favorite cup of coffee that's just a tad too strong. Some will love it, others will find it overwhelming. If you're the type who wants every note to sparkle, you might find yourself adjusting equalizer settings or trying other headphones. By the way, if you're wondering why LDAC is essential, it's a Bluetooth codec that allows for higher resolution audio streaming, meaning, in theory, better sound quality. But here's the kicker. If your phone or audio device doesn't support LDAC, you won't experience this benefit. So ask yourself, do your other gadgets play nice with these headphones? Or will that $126.99 investment fall a little short? On comfort, the Space Q45 wants to be more than just a device you wear. They aim for harmonious wearing experience. The ear cups are padded with memory foam and covered in soft protein leather, designed to balance a refined look with ergonomic comfort. After a few hours of wear, I found them comfortable but not the king of long sessions. For some folks, the clamping force might feel a bit tight, and if you have bigger ears, you might experience slight pressure. But if you're like me and occasionally shift your headphones for that perfect fit, this won't be a deal breaker. Here's a mini promise. In the next 130 words, I'll reveal the quirkiest issues I faced with the Space Q45 that you won't hear anywhere else, so keep listening. One surprising annoyance was the app control. The Soundcore app is supposed to let you choose from 5 noise-canceling levels and personalize your listening experience. While that sounds fantastic, the app connection was flaky at times. It would drop connection or lag, making me want to do a tech support dance with my phone. Also, some features like EQ presets and spatial sound settings are locked behind the app, so if you don't want to fiddle with your phone, you're stuck with default sound. And trust me, the default sound might make you ask, did I just pay for headphones or a fancy sleeping mask? Another head scratcher, the microphone quality. If you plan to take calls with these, temper your expectations. The mic captures your voice, sure, but in noisy environments, your voice sounds distant and muffled. So, if you're buying these for conference calls or online meetings, it's a pass. You may sound like you're calling from inside a tunnel, and unless you enjoy sounding like a robot, you'll want a better mic setup. On battery and charging, the Space Q45 is impressive. 50 hours in noise-canceling mode, and up to 65 hours otherwise is nothing to scoff at. Plus, a quick 5-minute charge gives you 4 hours of playback. For travelers who forgot to pack their charger, this is a lifesaver. However, a little joke here. If I had $1 for every time I relied on a 5-minute charge for my morning commute, I'd probably have enough to buy the headphones again, this time as a backup pair. Now let's talk design. These headphones sport a sleek, modern look with a matte finish and subtle branding. They can easily blend into a professional setting. But remember, they're on-ear headphones that fold flat. While they fit nicely in the included carrying case, they're not the most compact to carry around. If pocket-sized convenience is your thing, these might feel like carrying a small pizza box on your head. Speaking of which, why did the headphone break up with the speaker? It found the speaker too loud and asked for some space. Guess Anker took that request seriously. Before you decide, here's something worth knowing. The Space Q45 rating on Amazon sits comfortably at 4.3 stars, showing general customer satisfaction. But if you dig deeper into the reviews, you'll notice a pattern of praise about battery life and comfort, but also frustrations around inconsistent noise canceling and app connectivity. So if you want reliable silence at a fraction of flagship prices, this product could be a good entry-level option. But if subtle audio perfection and rock-solid app functionality are your priorities, you might want to explore alternatives. At this point, you might be wondering, are these headphones still worth it? After all, with a price tag of just under $130, they punch above their weight in many areas, especially battery life and adaptive noise-canceling tech. And here's the twist. Not every brand offers such features at this price point, making the Space Q45 a compelling choice for budget-conscious buyers wanting premium features. So if you value long battery life, decent noise canceling, and a comfortable fit over audiophile-grade sound or flawless app integration, Anker's Space Q45 deserves serious consideration. To wrap up, the Anker Soundcore Space Q45 are not perfect. And yes, they have their share of hiccups, from inconsistent noise-canceling performance, spotty app connection, to microphone limitations. But for travelers, commuters, and casual listeners eager to carve out personal space in noisy environments, they deliver solid value with exceptional battery life and useful adaptive noise-canceling modes. It's like the Swiss Army knife of headphones, versatile and affordable, though it won't replace the luxury sports car of sound. In conclusion, don't buy the Anker Soundcore Space Q45 expecting flawless audiophile headphones, but do consider them if you want feature-rich, comfortable noise-canceling cans without breaking the bank. The key takeaway: they're a strong contender for everyday users who prioritize battery and noise reduction over perfect sound fidelity. So, if you're ready to take your audio experience up a notch and want my recommendation, check the link in the description for the best price on Amazon. After all, with the Space Q45, you're getting peace, quiet, and decent sound that travels well. Sometimes that's exactly all you need. Oh, and just to leave you with a smile, why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Now go snag those headphones and enjoy a bit of silence in this noisy world.